Reducing pesticide residues at home is often portrayed as either overly complicated or largely ineffective, but a more positive and realistic analysis shows that simple, natural methods can meaningfully lower exposure when used correctly and consistently. While no household technique can eliminate all pesticides, especially those that are systemic, everyday practices such as rinsing, soaking, and using mild natural solutions can work together to reduce surface residues and increase confidence in eating more fruits and vegetables rather than avoiding them. Plain running water remains the most important and reliable foundation for reducing pesticide residues at home. Rinsing fruits and vegetables under a steady stream of clean water while gently rubbing the surface with your hands can remove a substantial portion of dirt, microbes, and surface-applied pesticides. The physical action of rubbing is what makes the difference. Water alone without friction is far less effective. From a positive standpoint, this method is accessible to nearly everyone, requires no special products, and has been consistently supported by food safety research as a baseline practice. Building on this foundation, soaking produced briefly in clean water can further improve residue removal, particularly for items with crevices or complex shapes. Allowing fruits or vegetables to sit in water for several minutes helps loosen residues that cling to surfaces. Gently agitating the water enhances this effect. The key is to follow soaking with a thorough rinse under running water, which physically removes what has been loosened. When used in this way, soaking complements rinsing rather than replacing it. Baking soda solutions have gained attention for their potential to improve pesticide removal beyond water alone, and research suggests this interest is partly justified. A mild baking soda solution can help break down certain types of surface pesticide residues more effectively than plain water. The positive takeaway is not that baking soda is a cure-all, but that it can offer an extra margin of reduction for some produce, especially when soaking is followed by rinsing. It is inexpensive, widely available, and gentle on most fruits and vegetables when used in appropriate concentrations. Vinegar and lemon juice are also commonly mentioned as natural cleaning agents. Their effectiveness against pesticide residues is more limited and variable compared to baking soda, but they may help reduce some surface contaminants and microbes. The most constructive way to view these solutions is as optional supplements rather than essential steps. When used briefly and diluted properly, they can contribute modestly to overall cleaning without replacing the core practices of rinsing and rubbing. Importantly, relying solely on vinegar or lemon juice without a final water rinse is not recommended, as residues and acids can remain on the produce. A positive aspect of natural home methods is that they encourage mindfulness and consistency. People who take a few extra minutes to wash produce carefully are more likely to handle food hygienically overall, reducing not just chemical residues, but also microbial risks. These habits compound over time, making a small daily effort meaningful when viewed across months and years of regular fruit and vegetable consumption. It is also worth emphasizing what these methods do not do, without framing this as a failure. Natural washing techniques are most effective against surface residues and are not designed to remove pesticides absorbed into plant tissues. Recognizing this limitation allows people to use these methods appropriately, combining them with other strategies such as dietary variety, seasonal eating, and selective organic purchases when feasible. Seen this way, home methods become part of a layered approach rather than a standalone solution. Perhaps the most positive outcome of using natural methods to reduce pesticides at home is psychological as well as physical. When people feel equipped with practical, evidence-informed tools, they're less likely to avoid fruits and vegetables out of fear and more likely to consume them generously. This matters because the long-term health benefits of a plant-rich diet are substantial and well-established. In the broader picture, natural methods like water rinsing, soaking, and occasional use of baking soda or vinegar represent accessible, low-risk steps that shift exposure in a safer direction. They do not require perfection, expensive products, or drastic lifestyle changes. Instead, They reinforce a simple and empowering message. With basic knowledge and consistent habits, individuals can meaningfully reduce pesticide residues at home while continuing to enjoy the full nutritional value and protective effects of fruits and vegetables.